Now, I know you've only been in this position since January, but there have been a number of leadership changes in the past few years. Mr. Victor Traba was the acting CEO between April and December. Before that, there have been a number of positions that haven't been permanently filled, including your position currently. Do you think that this is part and parcel of the financial strains that SA Express is experiencing? There hasn't been permanent, stable leadership within SA Express?
It is certainly a contributing factor, definitely. I think SA Express, like all other state-owned companies, it is a syndrome that will be there, and partly because also the fragmentation of our shareholder model. And if you allow me just maybe in a minute to explain what does that mean. You've heard Minister pronouncing publicly the issue of a consolidation or a merger of all state-owned airlines. Actually, this announcement was made as early as 2015, and then during the former President Sona. By then already there was an acknowledgement that because airlines operate in a capital-intensive environment, government needs to consolidate its assets so that you can enjoy the benefit of economies of scale, but also leverage on synergies and be able to avoid the duplication and unnecessary competitions between the state-owned airlines. Now, leadership is core to the success of any company, let alone whether it is the state-owned or privately owned. And if you look just at the model across state-owned companies, it is where that you would find a CEO that has been in their position and for the duration of their tenure. And I think probably I always say in my head, I will always quote the CEO of AXA. I think is one of those that really has been in his tenure for the duration. But mostly all of the CEOs, 3 years, there's rotation, there's changes, there's dysfunctionality in relationship between either the board and the CEO. So SA Express was never immune to those kind of leadership challenges as well.
Well, you were seconded from the Department of Public Enterprises, and you've just got a new board, and now the airline's being grounded. Do you want to see this through going forward? Do you want to deal with this issue?
I'm not one to run away from a good challenge. Yes, it is a crisis, and actually I said it to the staff, we've passed the crisis point. The crisis was the day we were grounded. After that, we are not in a crisis mode. We now need to find solutions. So I think ministers giving us the new board as well, it gives confidence still to say to the board, even if we are grounded, we met with the board last week Friday, we met with them yesterday, we're meeting with the subcommittee of the board today. So they are hitting the ground running, and I look forward to also leveraging on their expertise and different skills to help us just navigate this 30 days.
So you've mentioned the minister a few times. You come from the Department of Public Enterprises, and you've mentioned how the minister has supported SA Express, getting in a new board, offering supportive structures for you. Do you get on well with Minister Pravin Gordhan?
Yes, yes. I think I always say I got along with all the ministers that I've worked with. Minister Gordhan is my 6th minister. Because the most important thing is that I always see myself first and foremost as a technocrat. And the minister that allows me to do my job, and the minister that gives me guidance. The minister, when he joined in January, I spent more time in his office, always calling him minister, even when we having challenges with suppliers or some of our accounts on hold, I would call minister. We are not able to pay 1 or 2 accounts, and this is the situation. The minister would provide guidance and assistance as well. So I appreciate having that kind of a support. And as I said, he has strengthened it further by giving me the intervention team that as I'm sitting, having this conversation with you, they are sitting in the other room, also helping the team with the corrective action plans. Yeah.